Do not look into a mirror at 3 a.m. This is why the first time I heard about the mirror ritual, I laughed. It was just another urban legend, one of those ridiculous TikTok challenges that people did for views. But curiosity is a strange thing. It lingers, festers, grows into an itch you can't scratch. That's how I found myself standing in front of my bathroom mirror at exactly 3 a.m., staring into my own reflection, waiting. Nothing happened. At first. But then, something moved. It wasn't me. It wasn't my reflection. It was something behind me, shifting in the darkness, a shadow where there should have been nothing. My heart pounded as my breath hitched in my throat. I wanted to turn around, to check if it was just my mind playing tricks on me. But something inside me, a primal, bone-deep instinct screamed, "Don't look away." The rules of the ritual, they say there are rules to the mirror ritual. Rules that must be followed precisely, or you risk something. No one ever clarifies what that something is, and maybe that's the most terrifying part. The mystery of it. The unknown. You must start the ritual at exactly 3 a.m. Not a minute before. Not a minute after. Light a single candle. No artificial lights. Just the flickering glow of a single flame. Stand in front of the mirror and stare into your reflection. Do not break eye contact, no matter what. If your reflection starts to move on its own, do not run. Do not speak. Do not look behind you. Ever. I knew the rules. I followed them. But knowing the rules doesn't mean you're safe. It only means you know exactly when you've broken them. The shadow in the mirror, at first, I thought it was a trick of the candlelight. My reflection remained still, but something darker, something wrong, stirred in the mirror's depths. I felt its presence before I could see it, a cold breath against the nape of my neck, a sensation of being watched from inside the glass. Then, the whisper came. At first, it was soft, barely a sound. A shiver of wind through unseen lips. But as I strained to hear, the words formed, clear as day, slicing through the silence like a blade, "I see you." I gasped, stepping back, but my reflection didn't. My body had moved, but the version of me in the mirror remained frozen, staring forward with empty, unblinking eyes. My stomach lurched with something primal, something deep-seated in my DNA. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. I had to stop the ritual. I had to break the rules. I turned away from the mirror. The consequences: the moment my gaze left my reflection, the candle went out. Darkness swallowed the room. A deafening silence pressed in around me, suffocating, absolute. I fumbled for my phone, for a light, for anything, but my fingers trembled too much to grip properly. My heartbeat roared in my ears. And then, something breathed behind me. Not the whisper from before. Not the cold, distant presence lurking in the mirror. This was close. Too close. I could feel it warm, damp breath against my skin. My phone's screen flickered to life. And in its dim glow, I saw it. A figure stood behind me. Not in the reflection, not in the mirror in the room with me. And it looked just like me. The doppelganger, it grinned, wide and unnatural, the way a puppet's mouth moves when its strings are pulled too hard. Its eyes were mine, but wrong, too dark, too deep, as if they weren't eyes at all, but holes leading somewhere else. And then, it spoke. "You broke the rules." The voice wasn't mine. It wasn't even human. I bolted for the door, hands scrambling against the doorknob, twisting, yanking. Locked. My own bedroom door, the one I had never locked, was locked from the inside. Behind me, footsteps scraped against the floor, slow, deliberate. It was walking toward me. I did the only thing I could think of. I turned back to the mirror. The escape in the reflection, I saw myself. The real me. Not the thing behind me. Not the thing that had my face but none of my soul. My reflection whispered something, lips moving fast, eyes wide with urgency. I didn't hear it, I felt it. Like an instinct, a thought not my own, implanted into my brain, say your name. 3 times. Now. I didn't hesitate. Ethan. 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 The moment the third word left my lips, the figure screamed an inhuman, ear-piercing wail. The candle reignited on its own, the room filled with a burst of blinding light. And then silence. I was alone. The mirror showed only me. The aftermath, I don't know what happened that night. I don't know if the thing in the mirror was ever real, or if I had just played a game with something far older and more dangerous than I could comprehend. But I do know one thing, I will never look into a mirror at 3 a.m. again. And neither should you. Because some reflections don't just look back. They watch. They wait. And sometimes, they want to take your place.